From 9 o'clock this morning. Here we go.
A little something for the weekend with Sam Hunt.
Sam Hunt does a little something for our weekend. G'day there, Sam.
G'day, Wammo, how are you?
Good, there's that music again.
Now, you just identified, and now you've told me that it's off just before we came on air, that it's from Don McGlashan's White Valiant.
That's correct.
Great. I've always loved that song, and I'm just hearing a piece out of context like that. Beautiful.
Because last week I got it wrong. I think I said I thought it was David Kilgore. Very similar guitar sort of
It had a DK sound to it.
Yeah, it did.
It did indeed. Oh, good. Well, I'm just enjoying the weather up here. The big nor'easters are starting to come in.
Yeah, there's certainly been a change in the air over the past couple of weeks, isn't there?
Well, I like it the last few days because it's the nor'easter coming in, which is bringing rain. And I reckon the nor'easter, I've always had a theory on this, that it brings a sort of, well, I think it brings ozone in or something. Because when I was at school, when I went to school in Auckland, horrible bloody place called St Peter's College.
Yeah.
That wasn't all bad, but I used to find any excuse to not go to school.
Yeah.
And one of my regular excuses was the nor'easter. Because if a nor'easter came in, I used to find my mind going elsewhere, and I'd often stay on the bus and go back over and out to Back Beach or Long Bay on the North Shore. Pretty quiet places, and spend the day there rather than at school, and often write a lot of poems. So I've always associated the nor'easters with making up poems.
Oh, well, there you go. So has it been a creative week this week then?
Well, yeah, and it is. I was up at sort of about 3 o'clock this morning, not that there's any interest to anyone else apart from myself, no doubt, but I woke up and wrote a couple of poems. I thought, why did I do that? Then I thought, the nor'easters are blowing.
Man, well, that's a weird time of the morning, though. It's really strange. Only cats are up at that time of the morning. Cats
and poets who are switched on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Speaking of switched on poets, I wondered if I had a chance. I know I've read some of Vaughan Gunson's poems before. This is our man for Falling Away from Blue, and he sent me some more. And the reason I like to read them or tell them is because I think he's such a good poet, and he's a young voice emerging very clearly. You know, he writes from the domestic scene. He works and lives with his little family up in Hikurangi.
Yeah. And
he's writing such good poems. And I just say to anyone else who's out there producing them, you know, if you ever want another ear or eye, I'm always happy to have a look at them. I'm no editor, but I always am. And it's especially rewarding when you get somebody like Vaughan, who I don't really know personally. I have met him, but don't really know him well. So can I read them, just a couple of these poems?
Yes, please, yeah.
This is one which it's called Every Day. He's put after Heather Hunt. I gather she's a painter in Whangarei, because Vaughan lives up in Hikurangi. And I think it's great that Hikurangi is producing a top-line poet. He's up there with Leonard Cohen and the rest of them. Yeah. Here's Every Day by Vaughan Gunson. I like cups, picking them up and taking them somewhere. I'm scared of knives. I like white lilies in a glass vase with the sun behind them. I like the grey-topped Formica table with its red rim. I like the noise the dishwasher makes when I open it, doodle-doodle-oo. I like condensation on louver windows that are tinted aqua blue. I like the Remu cabinet with its latches that slide like bolts. I like record covers leaning against the wall. I like the vertical bars on the steel gate at the end of the path. I like the soccer ball on the green grass. I like the way washing stacked high in a basket could be a Christmas tree, something you showed me. And I like the way a whole chicken turned upside down with its bum in the air looks like a frog, because some things are not just what they are, but something else altogether, like knives.
I like that.
That's good, isn't it?
Isn't that about just the appreciation of life and the tiny little daily things?
Yeah, I love the ending too. I didn't read all that well. And I like the way a whole chicken turned upside down with its bum in the air looks like a frog, because some things are not just what they are, but something else altogether, like knives. And here's another little short one from him, called Over the Fence. Just a few verses, but I love it. The bush, it wasn't filled with dragons, knights, princesses, or giants, matter-of-factly empty and nothing else. a creek where big dark eels, but no taniwha, I remember, or ones I could write about now. Just gorse moving up the hill, peruri trees, rotting leaves, a graveyard, at least far enough away so that to get there was an adventure. Getting to the graveyard, an adventure indeed. So I like that. They're just great stuff. And as I say, people, anyone who is sort of working to that intensity on the poems that ever wants to, send. Are you there?
Yeah. Can they get a hold of you on the website?
Yeah, my website address is the same as my last book. It's doubtless at extra.co.nz.
Okay.
Yeah, but no mail. So I have to expand parts of my body like that. Thank you very much.
Fair enough.
I'll tell you what I did get a few weeks ago, which I'm loving, and that's from Te Papa as a gift.
Oh yeah.
A beautiful, beautiful gift. It's called Art at Te Papa, and it's a great big book of a collection of all their regular. It goes right through, like the European 18th century, New Zealand 18th century, onto the 9th. You know what I mean? And it's editors, a bloke by the name of William McAloon. They've sent me number 30 of a 300 edition, but it's a beautiful, beautiful book. And essays alongside. So it gives you a whole feel of the time. It's a great book. It'd be pretty expensive to buy it, I mean.
Yeah.
It comes in a box set, one of those things. Yeah. So just to say thanks to Te Papa on that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really nice.
It is very, very good. What else I was going to tell you about? I was going to tell you something of some massive interest here. Apart from the fact that Alf, my son, we're just getting ready for the first school trip away for a whole week. So my son Alf is...
And you're going as well?
No, I'm not going.
Oh, okay. No.
I'm not invited.
Oh.
They're off down to Wellington, so these are little kids from the north here, from the Kaipara, the Kaipara Harbour.
Yeah.
Some of them won't have even hardly been to Auckland. Well, that's mostly probably not true, but in most cases probably not much further in some of their cases. Lovely, good kids. And Alf is one of them, and so they fly off to Wellington.
And what's the activity that they're going to go to?
Well, they're one of the things. Speaking of Te Papa, they're in at the Formula One exhibition, whatever that is at Te Papa.
Oh, what, like Formula One racing, perhaps?
Yeah, yeah. But also they're going to Parliament. I said to Alf and his little mate Nathan, I said, if you play up in Parliament and they try and throw you out,
yeah.
You've just remembered that the Speaker of the House, Lockwood Smith,
yes.
is an old boy of Matakoe Primary School.
Right.
So I'm sure that Lockwood would just yell Belgium Blue and you'll be right.
Yeah. They stick up for their own, eh?
They've got to.
Yeah.
They've got to.
Yeah. Well, I wonder if he'll get any, young Alf will get any political ideas while he's there.
I wonder. Well, I don't know. The way he's writing songs, they've got a band. He and Nathan and a couple of others have got a good band going. Alf seems to have got the job of being lead guitarist and songwriter, and they're doing some good stuff. 11-year-old kids, and no, I enjoy it. I just tell them to turn it up. It's great. So that's good. So I'm going to have a quiet weekend. It's going to be a case this coming week of the Lonesome Dad Blues, I think.
Well, what is it? You got up at 3 a.m. this morning. So what does the rest of the day hold for Sam Hunt?
Well, that's an interesting question, Wammo. I've done the dishes.
I've done
the dishes.
It sounds like you've done the bulk of your work, your artistic work this morning. So it sounds like you might be rattling around for the rest of the day.
It's all playtime from here on in, you reckon?
Yeah. Why not?
I'll tell you a little poem just to finish off this morning to say good morning, and I'll tell you a beautiful poem that some of the listeners will know. It's by E. E. Cummings, and I just came across it again recently. He wrote it when Buffalo Bill died. Buffalo, and I'm saying it from memory, so if I balls it up, excuse me. It's late in the day for me. Buffalo Bill's defunct, who used to ride a silver, water-smooth stallion and shoot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clay pigeons just like that. Jesus Christ, he was a handsome man. And what I want to know, Mr. Death, is how do you like your blue-eyed boy? That's a bit of E. Cummings to finish. A little something for the weekend, Wammo.
Well, I always enjoy our time together every Friday, Sam.
It's lovely to talk, and I look forward to it too. And good wishes to all, and may everyone have a holy holy weekend. No, may everyone have a. What sort of weekend do you want, Wammo? A pretty rundown, maybe a lost weekend. Have a lost weekend.
Have a lost one.
No, just make it a long one.
Okay,
Wammo.
See you, Sam.
See you, bye.
That was a little something for the weekend with Sam Hunt, only on Kiwi FM.